President Bola Tinubu has urged the recently inaugurated ministers to set aside regional biases and sentiments while further fulfilling their responsibilities to expedite governance for the advancement of the nation. He conveyed this message during the inauguration ceremony of the 45-member cabinet.
Fortunate, I was there. I think to serve one's country is a special opportunity. It's a special duty. And in a country of about 220 million people, brilliance is not enough. So I feel extremely privileged and grateful to Mr. President.
What should we be expecting from you?
A whole lot. A society where technology can lift us to where we should be ideally. And a society where government services becomes a lot more empathetic. And you see, that's what Mr. President has been talking about. Nigerians expect a lot. But it's also not a lot. It's about us being committed to providing that public service that people want.
My ministry caters to private sector. So we're going to grow the small and medium scale industries, the micro enterprises, and also enable businesses to grow, industries to grow, improve trade relations with other countries, see improvement in our exports. Basically, that's what we're going to be focusing on.
Definitely our work starts from now based on the provisions of 88 and 89. We'll start working immediately with regards to our oversight function. We've come to check the credibility, the quality of individuals that have been picked by the president to be in the Executive Council. And so far we are impressed. The demographies are well represented, the women and also the youths, and including those who are well experienced in their various fields of endeavor. We are hoping for the best for this renewed hope agenda of the current administration. We have work to do, and it starts now as a parliament.
If you look at the population of Nigeria, we're about 200 plus. To have been singled out, or at least recognize that you can do the job, is enough honor. After being honored, you should also now feel challenged and see how the challenge or honor will be justified. So that is the way I feel.
What should Nigerians be expecting from your ministry, sir?
Well, not only my ministry, every ministry. The expectation of Nigeria or Nigerians is that you key into the hope agenda of Mr. President. Each ministry has a role to play. Coming to my ministry, we have to ensure that the rule of law, reform agenda of Mr. President keys appropriately into this area. And that is number one thing. Without rule of law, which simply means follow the rules, follow the regulations, nothing meaningful can be done. It is a veritable platform or foundation upon which development, meaningful development, can be anchored, whether in economics, in the economy, in peace, rest of mind, food and others, and to ensure that the expectation of investors are not dashed. You need to encourage them by having a viable, rules and regulations. Not only that, make sure you follow, because it is not enough to make rules. It is really in the area of enforcement that we need to rejiggle and ensure that we do the needful.
A lot of involvement by all stakeholders, because tourism is about all of us, about our looks, our behavior, what we have to offer, what we have to offer internally, and what our externals are expecting to offer. And it's going to involve every single person, from the top to the bottom, and we can all do it. And we'll seek everyone, we're going to start seeking everyone's support in ensuring that Nigeria is for all of us. It showcases us, and people come here and enjoy what we enjoy.
I've heard ministers say to me today they're challenged but also hopeful and blessed to have been picked from over 200 million Nigerians. I wonder how you feel today.
In life, everything is a challenge, but it can also be an exciting and intentionally rewarding challenge, and that's what we're going to do. You expect that we are going to bring legislative experience to bear, looking at the labor laws, and to make sure that there are no infractions anymore. Because over the years I've had this experience that it's not about churning out laws, it's about implementation. So you're going to see implementation of Nigerian laws that have been passed over the years, starting from the quota system that has made our youth to be outside employment, because most people come here through their company, they bring their people and they employ their people, and their people are not checking them. And so we are going to ask for our quota system. Look at our quota system and ask for our quota for our Nigerian youth, because basically we are going to make sure that our youth are removed from the forest and from the streets. And so that's what I expect.
My portfolio has been the major shocker in this entire cabinet assignment of portfolios and all of that. However, I can tell you authoritatively, it's deliberate. My portfolio is deliberate. Now, everybody knows, at least those who have an analytical mind and who are following global trends in economic development, hydrocarbons are going down. Oil, petroleum is going down globally in the economic sector. Now, people are moving away from those areas. Now you have electric cars, you have alternative fuel, you have gas, you have everything, which means our over-reliance on oil is going to be detrimental to the growth of the Nigerian economy moving forward. So what is the next bet? It is solid minerals. That's the next oil of Nigeria. Now, with this critical sector in mind, who will the president put there? The person he trusts most, the person who has a passion in his own estimation, who has a sense of responsibility, the knowledge, the vision, the courage to drive that sector and harness those critical resources for the benefit of Nigeria. And that's why I'm here.
Great. So what should Nigerians be expecting from your ministry?
The Nigerians should be expecting a departure from the norm. Everybody knows what's been happening in that solid mineral sector of the economy. It's been frittered away. Nigeria has been shortchanged. We've been receiving the shorter end of the stick. There is going to be a critical departure from that norm. But I'm not going to reveal the strategies and tactics right now. We'll be unfolding that as we move ahead. But we are going to harness those resources for the benefit of our people, for the benefit of Nigeria, and in the interest, collective interest of all. And we are going to be involving the private sector, and there will be massive foreign direct investment into that sector.